And finally, example 1.1. The reason why this one is the first one is it's very much a foundational exercise. And it helps to ensure that your lips stay over 4 holes, which becomes important, especially the further that you develop as a tongue block player, because it gives you the option of many tongue block techniques without actually having to change your mouth size. The reason why we skipped over it in the beginning so far is because you don't actually need this exercise to play your study song. So I recommend you just dig into your study song and have fun learning that song. In a couple weeks, as you're starting to get some traction on the song and now it's just about doing reps, come back to this example and start working on it. Let's take a look at bar 1. It'll give you an idea of what my goal is here. Our first beat is playing a 4-blow. All right, no problem, you've done that before. Your lips are over 4 holes. Are your lips over 4 holes though? How do you know that your lips are over 4 holes? Well, you could use the tongue block trainer, right? And you can look in the mirror and that'll show you if you're over 4 holes. Another way to do it is that if you move your tongue towards the center, now at 12 o'clock angle instead of 11 o'clock angle, and pull back ever so slightly, so you're not blocking 3 holes but 2 holes, basically accessing a little bit more of the front of the tongue, which is a little bit more narrow, you'll achieve what we call an octave. And it's one of our 3 main tongue block techniques: slaps, pulls, octaves. So an octave is where you're playing a C, 1 blow, referencing a C harmonica, C, and 4 blow, C. So you actually have both C's in your mouth. And it sounds like this. And octaves create a nice big sound. We use octaves quite a bit as a harmonica player. All styles of harmonica playing use octaves. So if your mouth is over 4 holes and you center your tongue and pull back ever so slightly, the octave will sound. If you're not wide enough, the octave won't sound. Because the 2 blow will be down there. In other words, your lips are over 3 holes. If we continue to move our tongue to the right and stick out a little bit more of the tongue, so we're using the top of the tongue, we're going to hear hole 1. So if I go from 4 blow to the octave to the 1 blow, that ensures that I am over 4 holes. Why is that important? Well, it's so that your slaps, your flutters, your pulls, first of all, have a nice big chord, 4 holes instead of 2 or commonly 3 holes for new players. It also ensures that an octave is available to me at any time without having to change my lips. As harmonica players, we move between our single notes, our tonguing techniques, the slaps, the pulls, the octaves, all the things I'm going to show you in the later lessons, and octaves without having to change the size of my mouth. My 6 blow there. If I want, I can move into an octave. So at any point, I can move into an octave while still having my lips at the same size. So it's a very efficient way of playing. So number 1, it sounds better because your mouth is bigger, so you're getting a bigger tone. It sounds better with all of our chordal techniques, which is why we tongue block, is so that we can have the tongue off the harmonica to present a note, or come off for a rhythmic sound, or on and off for that flutter technique. Your tongue is actually coming on and off the harmonica. That big chord over 4 holes is very important to having a big sound on a harmonica. And blues harmonica is all about tone and having a big sound. So ensuring that you're over 4 holes not only allows you to move in and out of single notes and octaves at will, it also ensures that all of your chordal tongue block techniques, which is pretty much the focus of tongue blocking, have a nice big sound. Now to play the exercise, you probably find it easier just to start going from 4 blow to 1 blow. And let's get used to moving the tongue to the left and right. Now on my close-up camera, I'm going to have my tongue to the left. I'm just going to very relaxedly move it from left to right. Now grab your tongue block trainer. Do the same thing. I'm going to make sure my lips are over 4 holes first. All right, now on the harmonica, 4 blow to 1 blow. That's called a tongue switch. Let's now play the exercise as notated. It's 4 blow, moves to the octave by blocking 2 holes in the middle, and then 1 blow, then back to the octave. With the tongue block trainer. And it sounds like this with the 4 blow. Notice that my mouth is not moving at all. It's all the tongue. The tongue is responsible for all good and evil on the harmonica. If your tone sounds good, the middle and the back of the tongue is lowered, giving you a good tone. If it sounds bad, it's because your tongue's raised and it's starting to squeeze the air passage and unintentionally bending notes on the harmonica. If you've got a good clean single hole, because your tongue's on the holes to the left, blocking holes 1, 2, and 3. If it's starting to bend, it could be because you're squeezing the hole or raising the tongue. So in other words, the tongue is the most important appendage as a harmonica player. Without your tongue, it would be very difficult to do much on the harmonica. And this little exercise is just amazing exercise to help you with this. And these are techniques we'll be using. So one, this exercise assures that we stay over 4 holes the whole time. It also helps us to use a light touch because you can't move the harmonica, you can't move the tongue unless you have a light touch. Otherwise your tongue's stuck in the holes and you can't move it over. So you're making sure you're using a light touch, which is very important for a good sound on the harmonica, good tone on the harmonica. And lastly, it's just pretty amazing to hear how much of a big difference it makes with just that little tiny movement of the tongue. So anyways, that's example 1.1. And after you've worked with the song for a while, maybe 2, 3 weeks, maybe a month goes by, hopefully, oh yeah, I need to practice 1.1. I haven't really dug into that as of yet. And then I would use 1.1 as an exercise every time you pick up the harmonica, I don't know, for 4 months. Practice that a little bit each day. Here's what the whole exercise sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4.